Okay, so this hair came from VRBest. This is not my first time using them. I love their company, but I got Brazilian curly in 2020 and 18. I love this curly hair. Definitely check them out. Sorry I didn't take it out the package, but you will see the hair during the video. So I just started off with with parting her hair from ear to ear, then braiding off the front section and putting the back section into a ponytail just to separate the two. So I'm just gonna braid the front section just to get it out the way for right now, because we're not gonna be using that section of her hair. And then I'm just going to start by braiding her hair, the back part of her hair, into this braid pattern. It's kind of similar to a beehive. If you like to do a beehive, you can do that. I just don't like going all the way around in a circle. It's uncomfortable for the way that I have to braid her hair. So I kind of just went back and forth going around, and I for the first two braids, then I just braided down and pulled the braid up and braided down and pulled the braid up, and I pretty much did that till all the hair was completely braided. And that was really just a simple braid pattern. It was something simple for me to do. If you would like to do something else, that's completely fine. I just felt like this was what was easy for me. So you can see that it is completed. I don't have leave out for the bottom, for the back part, because the bun is going to cover it, and the way that I'm going to sew the hair is going to be all covered, so I'm not going to be needing any leave out for the back part of the hair, which is really good because this is a really protective hairstyle. And I'm just going to crochet the remainder of her braid underneath the sew-in base. So I'm going to be using some jam to go ahead and part out her hair. I'm going to be braiding her top part of her hair first, and then I'm going to sew in the hair. So I'm going to be using some jam. You can use edge control. I didn't have any edge control at the moment of doing her hair, so I just decided to use jam. Some people don't like jam because it doesn't work on their hair, but she has a really fine texture of hair, so it worked for us. I'm just going to be parting out the sections of her hair, then parting a small section next to it and braiding the little braids in between first, and that way it can get all the hair into its sections before braiding the big braids in between. So this kind of just makes it easier for me as far as parting goes, because then the sections are already pre-parted out from using the small braids in between. So after doing that, I'm going to begin braiding the big braids. I'm just going to start off with doing her baby hair and putting the jam on the sides of her braids basically. So I'm just going to be like basically putting the jam all over the hair that I'm going to be braiding on the sides, and just like jamming it into the position where I want the braid to sit. And then I'm going to begin feed-in braids. But the difference between these and most other feed-in braids is I usually use way more weave. But for these, I'm not going to be doing that. And I'm just going to be getting those edges slick and braiding it up, making sure everything is sleek and smooth. You don't want your braids to look lumpy or, dry or anything. You want them to look sleek and smooth. So after completing the braids for the front part of the hair, you're just going to go ahead and start sewing the back part in. I always sew in a smile, so what you can see is instead of me sewing like straight across back to back, I start curved, so I curve the hair and I go back and forth like that. That way once I get to the top, the way the hair is going to fall is going to cover the track that's underneath it. That way we won't be needing any leave out. So you're gonna see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna try not to make it too fast, but I'm just doing a flip over method, and I'm just folding the tracks back and forth as I go along. I'm trying not to do it too fast so that y'all can see what I'm doing. I don't want to make this video too long, so please pay close attention. If you have any questions about how I'm sewing the weave in, go ahead and ask me in the comment section below. I'll be sure to answer you. Okay, so once you're done sewing the hair in the back, you're going to put the braids into a little ponytail, and then you're going to braid them together and make a bun. It doesn't matter how big or how small the bun is, just because you're going to be putting the hair at the top into a bun. Now, if you're doing a ponytail, you're probably going to want to do something a little smaller. But I'm just going to go ahead and start sewing the hair onto the bun. I'm starting in the middle just so the bun won't be too super thick at the base. So I'm just gonna start at the top of the ponytail, and I'm just gonna be the top of the bun, and I'm just gonna be sewing the hair kind of around, and then I'm just gonna be flipping it over and sewing it underneath. I don't know if y'all can tell what I'm doing, but once I do that, I'm just gonna work my way down to the base, and once I get to the base, I'm gonna continue to wrap around the base. And I'm sewing really close together when I first start, but after I get down to the base, I'm just gonna be doing like one stitch every few wraps, so y'all gonna see that. So I'm just gonna be wrapping and wrapping, and then I'm gonna be doing like a stitch here and there. So y'all can see what I'm doing right here. Then once I get to the end, and then after I'm done doing that, I'm gonna spray it down and put a little mousse on it so that I can get those curls popping. And then after I do that, I'm just gonna brush it through. That's the same thing I did for the back part. I use a lot of body mousse and some regular water. Then I'm gonna take the bun up into a ponytail on top of the ponytail. So I'm gonna be putting a rubber band right here, and then I'm gonna let the hair fall back over. And what I'm gonna be doing is like going around that ponytail, just like in a circle. Then I'm gonna put a rubber band on top of that, just to get like that bun shape, but I still want the curls to be like really curly, so I don't do too much, and I kind of fluff it out, and then I pin where it needs to be pinned so that I can get that shape that I want, and so that I can get the security that I want. So at this point, I'm going to be using some Got To Be glue to slay her edges. Although I did first put her edges into place with the jam. The jam is a little oily, and I didn't want her edges to curl up. So I decided to go over it with some Got To Be glue. Some people don't like Got To Be glue because it can turn white, but because I use jam, which is a oil-based product, me using a Got To Be glued on top of it does prevent the Got To Be glue from turning white. So I'm just gonna be putting her baby hair in the shape that I like and I think is cute. You don't have to do baby hair, or you can put it in, shape that frames your face or whatever you like. I'm just gonna be doing her baby hair and her sideburns, and I'm gonna be making those as precise as possible. But for the most part, this concludes the tutorial. I'm just going to be putting some mousse on top of those braids to lock in the style. And that is pretty much it after I spritz it. So thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. This is really quick and easy and a great summer hairstyle. Definitely check out VRBest. This hair is beautiful and she loved it so much. So thanks for watching. This is how it looks outside. Bye.